Hello and welcome to DROIX. In today's video we will be unboxing and demonstrating the MOQI i7. Inside we've got a user manual which is in full English. We've got the i7 itself, which we'll show in more detail in a moment. We've got a USB charger. We'll include the correct adapter for your country. There's some analog joystick thumb caps and a USB Type-C charge cable. Onto the i7, so it's an Android 7 operating system. It has a 6-inch 1080p IPS multi-touch screen. The processor is a MediaTek Helio running up to 2.1 GHz, and the GPU is an ARM Mali T880. Inside you can find 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB storage, and on the front you've got analog joysticks here and here. You've got the digital D-pad and 4 gaming buttons. On the top you've got the power button and volume rocker, and on the sides you've got L1 and R1. On the bottom is the headphone jack and the USB Type-C charge port. On the back you've got the back facing camera. There's also one on the front as well. So it's an unlocked dual SIM phone supporting up to 4G, and that includes Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and GPS. And inside you can find a 5800 mAh battery. So what we'll do next is show you a few games up and running, and also some emulators after that. Next up we'll run the benchmarking software 3D Mark. This will stress the CPU and GPU, so you won't get a full frame rate, but it gives you a good estimation of the capabilities. What we've done is shown you a comparison between the i7 and the i7s. So as you can see, it's just over 50-60%. Considering it's less than half the price, it's a very good performance. So the built-in key mapping app can be accessed by touching this icon up on the screen here, and this will bring up the in-app menu and allow you to download pre-built schemes made by other people, or you can make your own if you wish to. You can also access like key combinations and macros, so you could do like up, down, left, right, just by tapping one button for example. When you've finished setting up your configuration, it will map, so for example pressing right on the D-pad will mimic touching an area of the screen. So for example we can move just by using an analog joystick, and that will use the on-screen controls. While on the subject of games, let's take a look at some more Android games, and after that some emulators. Up first we have the high-speed racing game Asphalt 9, which is the latest in the series. As you can see, it runs very well with no lag or slowdown, and the controls work perfectly fine. Next we have a space-themed dungeon crawler which is called Element. This is like a top-down dungeon exploration and shooting game. This works very well for mobile games, and with the built-in mapping software, all the touchscreen controls are automatically done. Third-person strategic shooter Brother in Arms 3 is up next. This works really well on the i7. The controls do need to be mapped using the built-in software, but other than that it works great. Next we have the action platform game Blackmore 2. This is a really fun game which I like playing, plenty of action in it. The touchscreen controls map really well, and everything runs great. We have the amazing looking Castle of Illusion next. This works really well on the i7. The automatic mapping controls are slightly out, so if you do use them, just make some minor adjustments to improve the joystick in particular. We finish up the game's demos with Shadowgun Legends. First person shooters in particular work great with controllers rather than touchscreen, as it's much more accurate and faster, and this is no exception. It works really well. And we start off the emulation demo with Shinobi on the PC Engine. This runs really well. You can use RetroArch for the majority of emulators, but you may find using dedicated emulators you get a bit better performance and not have to tweak so many settings. Super Nintendo emulation, as you would expect, runs very well. You've got 6 buttons to match the original controllers, so everything works really well. And it's the same with the Mega Drive or Genesis. All the buttons work really well with touchscreen mapping and so on, and pretty much runs every single game available. Nintendo 64 emulation overall is pretty good. Some games you do need to tweak some settings just in regards to frame skipping to increase it a little bit, but overall they run pretty good. No main complaints here. And we finish off the emulation demo with Ridge Racer on the PSP. You can run many PSP games, but you probably need to increase the frame skipping 1 or 2 levels just to get the best performance. You can find out more information and buy the i7 in the link in the description below. We hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video.